Welcome to Wario.
Hey guys, my name is Andy, or the little Wario, and we are here to bring you another, or I am here to bring you another countdown for my channel, this time Super Smash Bros., a series that I really like to play. It has become most likely my favorite gaming series out of all. You have so many Nintendo characters to play with, basically beating up each other. I mean, how fun isn't that? And also it is very competitive. So here they are, this is my top 10 favorite Smash Bros. Characters. Not based on which I think are the most powerful ones, but are the ones that I like to play with the most. Let's begin. Mario. Mario is a character that basically is the one that every newcomer should pick up and start to play with. Mario is a character that, well, is all around. Mario is all around in all Mario games, really. In all Mario sport games, he's the one that is all around. Decent powerful, decent fast, decent in everything. And that is no exception in Smash Bros. Mario is fast, or decent fast. He has a decent recovery, he has a projectile reflector, he is decent powerful and all around decent and very good to play with. Of course he requires skill like everybody else, but he's very easy to pick up compared to many other ones. Duck Hunt, or Duck Hunt Duo, depending on where you live in the world. I have no idea why they decided to, well, change the name to Duck Hunt and Duck Hunt Duo, and in Palutena's guidance they say it's actually a trio. Yeah, it's confusing. But anyways, Duck Hunt is a character that I completely hated at first. He was revealed through a very real looking leak that we got before the 3DS release, which turned out to be real, and I was really frustrated. I hated him because I knew that I was that annoying dog that would laugh at you from that old Nintendo game, but I didn't know anything more than that. Then I actually got to play Duck Hunt, watching his trailer, and a lot more, and I just fell in love with the character. He has so much nostalgic moves, from his can to his frisbee to the 8-bit soldier, and he also is, well, hilarious to play with. He isn't much of a fighter, he has a lot of ending lag and landing lag on his aerials, but his projectiles are really good, and his recovery is decent enough, very easy to punish, but he has decent height. All in all, Duck Hunt is just very fun to play with. Can be annoying for the opponent, but hell, I love this character. Villager. Villager, yet another new character that was introduced in the Smash 4 games. Villager uses so many tools at his disposal, from boxing gloves to a parasol to even a slingshot. Villager, he is a character that requires precision on his attacks, but still, who doesn't love playing as the Villager? He has so many different attacks, as I said, so he feels very different from each attack he's using, from his Lloyd Rocket to his balloons from his up special. He has a very good recovery both to beat his Lloyd Rocket and the balloons. He can get it very easily, and therefore, since he also has the slingshot, the Villager is very safe to use off stage, because, well, he can basically come up from anywhere as long as his balloons isn't popped. All in all, the Villager, he has become kind of a meme as well on the internet, because of his being a crazy murderer or something, because of the look in his face and the fact that he's carrying an axe on him. Yeah, that little boy is carrying an axe. Anyways, Villager is a character that I think nobody really expected, but everybody loves. He's so fun to play with, as I said, and he can be really tough if you master him. Little Mac. Little Mac is a character that is all about power. And if you didn't know, I am a huge fan. I've always been a huge fan of powerhouse characters in fighting games. And Little Mac is no exception. However, Little Mac is very different from heavy fighters in general. Usually they are very slow and very heavy. Little Mac is the complete opposite. Little Mac is very quick and very mobile, but it still packs a punch. What makes Little Mac so different is his terrible aerial game. It's not useless, his recovery and his aerial moves, they are not useless, but they are very, very bad. And I actually like that. I like that Little Mac has very problems with recovering, and also have very problems with aerial game. That brings, well, a new playstyle that I usually don't use, because most characters don't have very much problem with recovering, and all of them have decent aerial moves. But Little Mac, he hasn't. And I think that was something that makes him unique. And as I said, he has super armor on many of his attacks, he has 16 costumes, he has some secret taunts. His trainer can sometimes shout out a little call to Little Mac on rare occasions when using a taunt. He has the KO punch. Little Mac is just plain fun to use, and I just love him so much. Donkey Kong. Remember when I said that I like powerhouse characters? Well, Donkey Kong is definitely one of my absolute favorites out of these. Donkey Kong, he fits my playstyle very, very well. He's very heavy, but he isn't super heavy like, say, King Dedede. I feel Donkey Kong is a bit fast but also powerful at the same time. And I love his attacks so much. He's a monkey, a giant monkey that just punches and kicks to beat up his enemies, really. And it just feels so satisfying to use Donkey Kong, and well, all of his attacks feel satisfying. And he is also, as I like to call him, the master of meteor smashes, because he has 4 meteor smashes. And that is something no other character has, as far as I know. He has his side B, his front aerial, his down aerial, and his down B. That is 4 meteor smashes. And all in all, Donkey Kong has the charge punch, he can bury opponents, he can slam the ground. He has a great recovery, or at least horizontal wise, and the up special is very good on the ground. And all in all, Donkey Kong feels just really good to use to me. It fits my playstyle. Snake. Oh, Snake, why didn't you come back in Smash 4? Snake is a character that is unique as well. In Brawl he was one of the very few third-party characters, but not only that, he's also the only one to really use normal weapons, if you exclude swords, of course. But Snake, he uses grenade launchers, grenades, mines and more, and he is a heavy character as well, so you can guess that he fits my playstyle. I like his explosive characters in fighting games as well, and he is both heavy and explosive. I love him. Snake, he wasn't the best character in Brawl, I think, and Brawl wasn't really balanced, but he was so much fun to use. He could put out C4s, he could put out mines, he could place some C4s on walls or even other characters, he could throw out grenades, shoot a controllable rocket launcher. I mean, Snake was just so much fun to use. He felt like a little different from the other characters because he felt more realistic. And I thought that Snake at first didn't fit into Smash Brothers because he was so realistic. But after a while I found out that he is just definitely one of my favorite Smash characters ever. Mega Man, the blue robot, or the blue bomber as it is called, I guess, the super fighting robot. Mega Man is a character that everybody wanted in Smash, even me, even though I didn't really knew who Mega Man was. I knew Mega Man was that blue guy with cannon on his arm, and I thought he looked really cool, but I never knew exactly who he was. I just knew that I wanted him in Smash Brothers because he looked cool, and he had a Mega Blaster. And finally we got a Mega Man in Smash, and after that I've learned some things where his attacks come from. And it's cool to see all of his attacks coming from the games, and he has such awesome moveset, I think. He feels very good to play as, but at the same time he feels very different to play as. You can't play as Mega Man like you play with other characters, because most of Mega Man's attacks are actually projectiles, or even slower attacks. His up tilt is a powerful uppercut, but that is really the only punch he has. Even his jab, his side tilt, and his aerial, neutral aerial is the same attack, being these little pellets that he shoots out of his Mega Blaster, which is actually really good for approaches. And Mega Man has a ton of projectiles which are really fun to use. Even his side smash is like a Samus-like charge shot, which looks really cool and goes actually a very great distance to be a smash attack. All in all, Mega Man is a character you need to play differently. He is a projectile master, as I like to call him. and I don't know, I just loved him from the first second I tried the Smash 3DS demo, and I knew that he was gonna be my favorite, or one of my favorites, and he still is. Mega Man is cool as a character, and is amazing in Smash Bros. As a playable character. Wario. Yeah, here's Wario. He's not at number 1, but that has its reason. If you didn't know, Wario is possibly my favorite video game character of all time. I have no idea why, I just liked Wario as to when I was young. And me and my two brothers picked some favorites out of the Mario characters. One of my brothers picked Luigi, and my other brother picked Waluigi, and I picked Wario. And after that, Wario's been my favorite character ever in video games. And well, I was super hyped when I saw that he was gonna be in Brawl, but how it turned out didn't really please me. His attacks looked to be like similar to Game & Watch, like 2 or 3 frames, which really disappointed me. I knew it was like to represent the fast movements of WarioWare, being Wario's new type of series, but still it didn't feel like Wario. And then Smash 4 came along and changed Wario. They gave him smooth animations and he now looks a lot more natural. And Wario was just so much more updated in Smash 4, I think. And it just feels so much better. Some of his attacks were changed up, or actually many of his attacks were changed up. Some were changed completely, like his up smash and side smash, and some got some different properties and worked differently, like his Wario bike. And something I'm disappointed in is that Nintendo has not used any move from Wario Land, the old or the classic Wario series, the original Wario series, if you could say that. And Wario has so many moves to pick from that game, they could just pick in many different moves from those games straight into Smash, but they haven't, and I have no idea why. It feels like Nintendo is trying to make us forget about Wario Land, which makes me sad. But still, even though Wario doesn't have any moves from Wario Land, he still feels very much like Wario when I play as him. He actually does. I mean, I don't recognize any attacks from Wario Land, yet he feels like Wario. It feels like Wario when I play him, and his attacks are super fun, and his playstyle is amazing, for my playstyle at least. He isn't that fast Mario type character, but he's not that powerful Bowser-like character, for example. He's something in between, which fits my playstyle perfectly, really. And he has so much fun moves. I mean, he has the jump where he can bite enemies and even drag them down if you bite them off stage, which is really cool. He has a friggin' motorcycle he can put out and drive across the stage. He can fart at enemies as one of the most powerful attacks in the game. I mean, how amazing isn't that? He charges up the waft as time progresses, so I mean, it's really cool that the waft gets more powerful the longer you wait. And all in all, Wario he's a mind game character, I feel. He's more of a mind game character than Mario, who is more of a combo character. And I don't know, Wario feels like Wario, even though not much from his moveset is Wario. But his playstyle, his character, his moveset, all of that, I just love it in Smash 4. Captain Falcon. This character has become probably maybe the most famous character in Smash Bros. Captain Falcon has gotten so much attention, from memes to, you know, so much fan art, so much fan movies, so much parodies, everything from just how badass he is when he says show me your moves and have the Falcon punch and have the Falcon knee or knee of justice, should we say, his forward air. I mean, there's so much about Captain Falcon, his expression in his face, his badass, not bad expression in his face. I mean, there's so much with Captain Falcon that just screams badass. He seems like a very fast, angry little kid, you know, who just walks around the stage and owns everything. That's how Captain Falcon feels. And in Smash 4, he feels really different than he did in Brawl. He feels more slim and faster and more powerful. Falcon is great to play as. He's great to play as, and he's fun as a character and really cool as a character. He has a really cool moveset. He has 3 meteor smashes, being up tilt, down air and side B. And many of his attacks in Smash 4 got updated as well, so it feels even better here. Then of course he has a lot of these famous things he's known for, like the Falcon Punch and the Knee of Justice. Everything around Falcon feels good, it feels correct in some way. And Falcon's playstyle is... he is a powerful character, it's kinda like Zero Suit Samus. He is powerful, he doesn't have the best recovery, but he's fast and powerful. Something that also fits my playstyle, I feel. Falcon is a character that everybody loves. I think nobody hates Falcon. It's impossible to hate Falcon, really. And that's why he's at number 2 on this list. If you have watched my previous Smash videos, you probably know who this is gonna be. It's the Dark Lord himself, Ganondorf. Ganondorf is a character that many people have mixed feelings about. Some hate him, some love him, some hate his moveset, some love his moveset, some think he sucks, some think he's great. As you can see, there's a lot of debate going on around Ganondorf. All I know is that I love him. He first appeared in Smash Bros. Melee as a Captain Falcon clone for some reason, despite those two characters being completely different characters from 2 completely different series as well. But for some reason they decided to make Ganondorf a clone of Falcon. In Brawl though, they decloned him a lot, which I really liked. The only downside was that he became very bad. He became basically the worst character in the game, by no question. In Smash 4, however, he is good. He has that Brawl style that I really liked, and he's better. That's it. And Ganondorf, even though I want him to have more of his own moveset aside from Captain Falcon's, I kind of don't want him to change his moveset, because I've grown to fall in love with his moveset. Every single attack that Ganondorf has. Every attack Ganondorf has is powerful. His jab is just one powerful palm punch. His side tilt, the famous Sparta kick, is one of the most satisfying moves to use in the game. His down tilt is really a good KO move this time around. His up tilt is one of the most unique up tilts in the game, being, well, like a fully charged smash attack. His aerials are really good. Both his back air, up air, front air, neutral air, and his amazing down air that is one of the most powerful spikes in the game. His special moves, his flame choke side special, his up special where it grabs the opponent and makes an explosion similar to Falcon. Everything just feels right. It doesn't feel like Ganondorf's moves from any of the games he has been represented in. But kind of like Wario, it still feels like Ganondorf. And since I like these moves so much, I don't want them to change anything. I don't want them to change any of his moves, because that will remove a lot of what I've grown to love about Ganondorf's playstyle. And it still feels like the Dark Lord from the Zelda games that I really like. Ganondorf... well, I think most people want Ganondorf to remain the same, actually, even though I see a lot of debate that people want his own moveset for him. But I want Ganondorf to stay exactly how he is, because that's how I love him. Just a powerful bastard, really, just with power moves all over his moveset. And him and Captain Falcon has actually become, well, I guess, one of the most popular characters in Smash Brothers, because those two are very similar, and they have so much fun attacks. Ganondorf can Ganon side, he has the Warlock Punch, which is a clone of the Falcon Punch. He has the up tilt, the Sparta kick. I mean, him and Falcon. If you're watching from montages on YouTube of Smash Brothers, you're gonna find a lot of Falcon and Ganondorf. They are not only amazing characters on their own, but they are so much fun, and they have become such a face of Smash Brothers, I think. And Ganondorf's playstyle is perfect for me. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you so liked it, drop a like on this video, subscribe to Wario, which is me, if you so enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear what your favorite characters in Smash Brothers are, and what you thought about my list of characters as well. And also, you can check out my channel to see some Smash Brothers montages of Ganondorf and also Little Mac, if you so wish to do that. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.